Hello, and welcome back to the Blackboard training series for the Johns Hopkins Carey Business School. In today's video, we are going to examine Blackboard's discussion board features. We'll look at the elements of a discussion board, walk through setting up forums and threads, and review the discussion board grading features. Let's talk a little bit about discussion boards. A discussion board is an interactive collaboration tool that can be used to exchange or debate ideas, supplement classroom participation, and share information related to the course with faculty and fellow students. They can be used for online and face-to-face courses and are one of the most popular Blackboard tools. Discussion boards vary from tools such as chat rooms, Skype, and Adobe Connect in that they are asynchronous, meaning students and instructors can participate around their own schedules. Simultaneous logins are not required. This makes discussion boards particularly useful if time zones and geographical barriers might exist between students and faculty. The discussion boards in Blackboard are made of three basic elements: forums, threads, and replies. A forum is the highest level of organization in a discussion board, and it can only be created by an instructor. Threads and replies, often referred to as posts, reside inside of a forum. These can be created by a student or any other user. Let's take a look at a sample discussion board. As always, please make sure the edit mode is set to on after logging into your Blackboard course site. The discussion board link is found in your blue left-hand navigation area. Simply click on the link to enter the discussion board. When you first enter your course's discussion board, you will be taken to the top level page, which lists all the forums that currently exist in your course. Note again that only instructors can set up a forum. If you don't set up an initial forum, your students will have no place to post their threads and replies. You will also see each forum has a description, along with information regarding the total number of posts in that forum, posts which are unread, and the number of total participants. Notice that any forum containing unread posts will appear in bold. Simply click on a forum's name to enter. Once inside a forum, you will see a list of all the threads or posts that have been created and their author. You can click on the thread title to read it, along with any replies that have been made. If you wish, you may submit a reply, quote, edit, or delete the post. You also have the option of replying via a private email by selecting the Email Author button. Lastly, there is an option on the right-hand side to show or hide replies if you no longer wish to see them. Now let's take a look at how to set up a forum and some of the grading options available. We want to start on the highest level page of the discussion board. You can jump to this quickly by clicking Discussion Board again from the blue navigation area. Initially, your course site will have no forums and appear blank as shown. To start, we want to click on the gray button near the top labeled Create Forum. Here, you can name your forum and add a brief description and/or directions. In Form Section 2, you may apply a date restriction to your forum if desired. Form Section 3 is where you make most of your forum settings. First, you may choose to use the standard view or an active view that doesn't allow students to see other threads until they've contributed a thread of their own. Next, you can set grading options, the points possible, and the minimum number of posts required in order to reach needs grading status in the gradebook. For this example, I'm going to require each student in the course to post at least twice to this forum in order to be shown in needs grading status. Note that selecting this Grade Discussion Forum option automatically creates a column in the gradebook for the forum. Below this, you may also set up any rubrics and due date. Finally, you may further customize your forum by allowing students to subscribe, delete, or edit their own posts and include file attachments. When you are finished, click the blue Submit button at the bottom to save your new forum. Now you're set. Provided no date restrictions were implemented, your students can now access your forum, create threads, and post replies. Let's take a look at grading. If a minimum post requirement was set up, you will be alerted to your student status from within the gradebook. To navigate to the gradebook, scroll down into the gray Course Management panel and look for the menu labeled Grade Center. Click on the small triangle to the left and then select Full Grade Center. The Grade Center will list all my students with a column for each assignment. Scrolling to the right, I see a green Needs Grading icon under one of the assignments, in this case indicating that the student has met my minimum post requirement and is ready to be graded. After reviewing the student's posts from within the discussion board, I can simply enter their grade by returning to the gradebook and clicking on the icon. This concludes our Blackboard tutorial for today. Thank you.